All right. So print on demand, is it here or is it going to die in 2025? And I want to address this because a lot of people are saying, well, my gosh, everyone's doing print on demand now, whether it's on Etsy, whether it's on Shopify. Listen, people have been doing print on demand for years. You ever hear of a company called Teespring? If you haven't, gosh, that company been around a while. And I remember giving that a go years ago. Didn't really work out for me, but I went down that road at that time. And then Etsy, because we were focusing on more of the brand approach, has worked better. Okay. But it's been around for a long time and it's just ramping up. And the proof of that is we just did a video here on this channel talking about Printify and Printful doing a merger. Big merger. All right. And so we did that. And if you guys want to see that, we'll link that up in the description. But that's the proof. It's thriving. All right. And if they're doing that good, that means they got people that are selling it. It's not just, oh, we're just going to do a merger because we want to merge together. No, they're doing it to combine their assets. They also, I believe Printful offers embroidery. So that's something Printify didn't. So now they have that coming in. So they're combining their forces to make it even better. And because they see a huge future here. So I just want to throw it out there. No, it's not dying. It's actually, to me, it's going to be growing. Okay. Not in a negative way, but to me in a positive way. And this isn't just for Etsy sellers. A lot of times people think like, oh, Etsy, print on demand, that's where all the print on demand's happening. No, that's not accurate. Okay. There's a lot of print on demand shops out there that are not on Etsy. Okay. That are doing very, very good because they're doing marketing, right? They understand marketing. They've got their own website. They've gotten ads dialed in for paid traffic. Okay. But that's stuff that they got to learn, but you can do that very easily on Etsy or Amazon even. Amazon has Amazon merch. Okay. You can even do it on eBay if you want to. Okay. So to me, print on demand isn't really going anywhere. All right. And the way that I look at it is it's only going to get bigger on Etsy and Amazon. Now, with that being said, that means more competition. So things that we've talked about here on this channel is how do you diversify yourself? How do you create a unique product? How do you create a unique experience? That's really what it's going to come down to because people are going to copy you. I'm going to tell you that right now. And if you spend days or hours trying to protect all of your designs, you're going to spend every single day doing that and you're not going to be designing. You're not going to be taking care of your customers, focusing on the wrong things. And I know it's hard. My wife struggles with it every single day. Trust me. Okay. You'll see some of the designs up on Temu. You'll see some of those designs over on eBay. That's why we don't even go there and look anymore. Okay. Because it's going to happen. But what we can do is focus on serving our customers, creating nice designs, creating good products, and leveraging the print on demand. So I wanted to cut in here real quick because we talked about Printify, but I wanted to show you why we use them and why we recommend that you do if you're just getting started or if you just want to add more products to your existing e-commerce brand. Once you go into Printify, you can see right here, we go to catalog. And you can access now all of their products and they're adding new ones all the time. As you can see right here, early access to these products. We also have embroidery now, and that is because they merged with Printful, which is pretty cool. And then over here now, you see supplements. This is something I didn't even realize they offered until I just logged in today. You can now create a product without having to pay for the inventory until you actually sell the item. That's the cool thing about print on demand, and Printify makes it super simple. So I can't recommend them enough. If you want to get started today for free and access all of the products that they have in their catalog, I'm going to leave a link in the description. This is a total game changer. So definitely check them out. And I've been doing e-commerce now for years, and we were doing physical products where we would actually buy the product. We would do private labeling. We would buy them, put them in a warehouse, and when we would sell them, we'd ship them. So you had to buy 500 at a time, 1,000 at a time, right? So depending on the product, it could have been a $3,000 order. It could have been a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 order. And then it was sitting in a warehouse. With print on demand, we don't have to do that. We literally just say, oh, something sold, boom, goes over to Printify or Printful, and they take care of the rest. All right. So yes, are you going to pay a little bit more? Yes. But if you're offering a premium product, a premium design, a premium experience, people will pay it. People will pay it. Chris, I'd like your thoughts on this. Is print on demand dying? And is it going to be around in 2025?
It's going to be around in 2025, 2035, 2045, and probably even 2055. Until which point, Scott, as we all have our own like 3D printer that can print us food and t-shirts and everything, like right in the house, right? Whenever that happens, maybe print on demand dies. But I would argue even then, you will have print on demand because it will literally be in somebody's house, right? Somebody will create a platform for that. It's not going anywhere. And it pre-existed Amazon merch. It pre-existed Etsy. It's been around for a while. And you mentioned, Scott, Teespring, which I think is one of the first places a lot of people played around with selling things online back in the day, right? The people of our age of the internet, right? The people who have been selling in e-commerce for a while, for the most part, at least understand Teespring and have played around with it. But the thing that a lot of people don't understand, especially if they're in a specific ecosystem like Amazon merch or Etsy, is that that's a very small part of what print on demand is in terms of a market. In fact, one of the things, and I don't know if you brought this up because I didn't hear it, and normally it triggers alarm bells, TikTok shops, right? Have you looked at Printify and their TikTok shop ready print on demand section?
I have not, but I did expect that to happen. I did expect that pretty soon that was going to be happening. I knew that they were working on it, but the integration wasn't there yet. That's going to be a game changer.
And so again, not every product is designed for that. And TikTok shops has its own set of potential issues, right? Maybe it's going away in the US, maybe it's not. It'll still exist the rest of the world. But even if it did, even if there were no platforms for this, people make hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars a year with this as a business model on their own website. So it's not going anywhere. The only thing that we know is that it will always change. The entry points of your Etsy's, your Amazon merch, that's what will continue to change.
Yeah.
People's demand and desire to have these kinds of products based off the latest meme or whatever's happening in the most recent political campaign. Somebody says something on the campaign trail, you immediately run out and make a t-shirt. You don't have 30, 60 days to go get 5 million of those printed, but print on demand allows you to have that model. It's a model that's been around forever, and it will continue to be around. The only thing that's going to change is how people find out about it and how easy it is to get started.
Yeah. And I think you bring up a great point because TikTok shops are definitely on the rise. And I see that as being a crazy opportunity for brands to be built. But the one thing that we've always talked about is the print on demand side is just the inventory side. You don't need the inventory. So that's a great thing, right? For us, because that gives us unlimited types of products. And if you look at the Printify and the Printful catalogs, thousands of products that are at our fingertips without us having to warehouse those. So here's what I'm going to leave you with on the print on demand. Is it dying? No, it's not. And here's the way that you can utilize and really leverage the print on demand. So this way here, you can build a legitimate business. Number one, like we've talked about so many times, focus on a niche. Okay. Now from that niche, find out your customer. What are they buying? What are they going to potentially buy again? But also what could they buy right alongside what they just added to their cart, right? And if we think about that, if you think about building a brand, okay, that means focusing on a niche, focusing on a customer, and then focusing on multiple products using a thing like print on demand makes it super easy. You don't have to go out, spend $3,000-$5,000 on a run and see if it's going to work, right? You can test it. You can test it almost immediately. Okay. So no, print on demand isn't going anywhere. To me, it's just getting started. It's just ramping up, and the opportunity is wide open for all of us that want to take advantage of it. All right. So with that being said, and I'm curious in the comments right now, let us know how many of you, like if you're using print on demand right now, let us know. If you're doing digital products, let us know. And if you're doing both, let us know that too.